In this video, I will be ranking all the studio albums by the band Rammstein from worst to best. This ranking will only be including studio albums and will not be including any live albums or EPs. It will be including a new album called Zeit, so let me not waste any more time and let me get right into it. Coming in at number 8 is Rosenrot, and this is the 5th studio album. It was released on October 28th, 2005. Basically, this album is just songs that were not included on the Reise album. So for that reason, the songs are not, that great, but there are a few standouts. The opening track, Benzene, it's a classic Rammstein type of song. Another song I like is called Stern Nick, Wie mir, Don't Die Before I Do. This one has male and female vocals, sung both in German and English. But the rest of the album is kind of forgettable. It also has like the worst song they've ever recorded, Te Quiero Puta. That one's in Spanish and it's just super cringy. Otherwise, the album is okay, and for that reason, I have it at the bottom. At number 7 is the SelfTitle. This one might be a surprise, but this is how it came out. It's good, but after listening to the rest of them, I decided to put the other ones higher. It has a really good front half with the singles, Deutschland, Radio, and Ausländer, but the rest of the album is not too memorable. The other songs I like a lot are Puppe and Tattoo, but otherwise the other songs are just like not okay. They're just okay. So the album has a very kind of like, pristine production value. The songs are just not as good as the other albums, and for that reason I have it at number 7. My number 6 might also come as a surprise to you, and that is Leapist Fury, or that album I always forget the name of. When I first started thinking about doing this ranking, I was actually inclined to put this one last because it didn't really click with me at first. Plus it has a song Pussy, which I really don't like, but I gave this a few more listens and it's actually pretty good. The songs are very heavy. The song Herzeleid is really good. It's reminiscent of that song like Rammstein from the first album. Haifisch or Shark, that was one of the singles, and it's a really good one. And there's also a really good underrated ballad on the album called Frühling in Paris. That one, Till Lindemann gives a really great vocal performance. I think this one is a little stronger than the Untitled album. It's heavy, has some underrated songs, and for that reason I have it at number 6. At number 5, I have the new album, Zeit. When I first listened to this one, I really didn't like it that much. I thought the songs were very soft and they lacked the energy of the previous albums. But this album is a grower. You have to listen to it a few times to kind of get into it. The singles that were released were not like the best ones, with the exception of the third single, Angst. That is probably my favorite song from the album. And there are some other really good songs like Giftig, that's track number 4. And then some of the cringier ones like Okay and Dick Titin are really good musically, but the lyrics are kind of bad. But overall, it's a decent album. That's why I have it at number 5. So these next 4 albums are all solid albums. There's a really big jump between 4 and 5. And that's Herzeleid at number 4, their debut. Really good album. Songs are really well written. They're heavy, use a lot of electronics, and the album has a really nice flow to it. Some of my favorite songs are Du riechst so gut, Asche zu Asche, and the self-titled song Rammstein. They're all really cool. That last one is slow and heavy. I like that. It's an underrated album. It gets overlooked a lot, but I definitely recommend checking it out because it's a really good debut album. My number 3, I have Reise. This album was released in 2004. A lot of very good songs on it. It has the song Mein Tale, which is about cannibalism. And they play the song live a lot. It's very popular, really great stage presence in that one. Kein Lust, that's another one. Great song to play it live. Los, a really good song with the acoustic guitars. America, I really love that one. I love the music video. There's just those moon landing suits and just the lyrics are really funny. Another underrated song, Moscow, has lyrics in German and Russian. Oni Dick, one of my favorite ballads. And that one has a music video with the guys climbing a mountain. And that last one is one of the songs that has grown on me a lot. I really love that one. And this album actually could have been ranked number 1, but the other ones are just a little better. Actually, my top 3 albums are all solid albums. They're all really close. My number 2 is Sehnsucht. This is the first album I ever listened to. It's the album that has Du hast, the most popular song. But on this album, they took everything they did on the first album and then they just did it a lot better. All the songs from start to finish are just really great. Some of the other classics are Enkel. That one has the female vocals and the whistling. Book Dick. That's one of the most like controversial songs. They play it live, and other really great songs, Ultraman and a few others. Really solid album. It's very heavy, use a lot of electronics, has a very industrial metal sound, and that was very popular at the time. And for that reason, I have it at my number 2. But my number 1 is Mutter. This is their best album. Although the two I ranked it right under are very close. Like this top 3 is like really close. But this is a great album start to finish. The album has 6 singles. Those are the first 6 songs on the album. But the other 5 songs are really good as well. Some of the standouts, Mein Herz brennt. Really good. This one has been covered a lot of times. Links 234, cool military type of song. Sonne, really great heavy song. And my favorite is the title track, Mutter. It's a ballad about a woman, who didn't want a child, or like an unborn child, talking to her mom. Really sad song, but really great ballad, and I really love it. If you're a newcomer to this band, it has many of their best songs, and they just like really did it well, and for that reason it is my number 1. So that is all. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Put your ranking in the comments, or let me know if you make any changes to what I just said, because all these rankings are subjective and everybody has different opinions, and let's talk about those. So anyway, weekend is coming up, so the new albums, I will be doing 3 Days Grace, Hailstorm, Fozzy, and Motor Sister, the band with Scott Ian and daughter of Meatloaf. Her name is Perla Day. And anyway, I'm going to get those out, and that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Ohne dich kann ich nicht sein, ohne dich. Mit dir bin ich auch allein, ohne dich. Ohne dich soll ich dich tun, ohne dich. Mit dir stehen die Sekunden, lohnen nicht.